there's such a difference in mobility between a cart and a food truck. What was the major difference in strategy between the two for you?
Um, with what I noticed when I had a hot dog cart was that I would go, especially when I go to these food truck roundups, and I'm this little hot dog cart there that I had this, you can see it back here, that
Oh
sign,
yeah.
right? It's the original banner we had. And I didn't have that for the longest time. So for as much as my food cart smelled great because of the food we were cooking and whatnot, and, we were stocked up with all these great sandwiches and a nice menu, people from a distance, especially in these food truck roundup environments, didn't know what we did, especially with the name, even when we think at that time, Burgh Bites. What is Burgh Bites? What do you make? Little bites of food. People think it was burgers. And then when they come up and we didn't have burgers, they're disappointed and they leave. So fighting our name was difficult, especially with the hot dog cart, because we didn't have a big sign on our truck that said, Pittsburgh Taco Truck was hugely successful. I think largely because you look at the truck, you know what he does. And
Right.
it's tacos. Everybody loves tacos. BRGR has a truck. You look at their truck, you know what they do. You look at my cart, and you have no idea what I do. You got to come up, and you got to be one of those people that are interested in food and want to come talk and check out a menu and try something different. So transitioning from the hot dog cart into the food truck, we kind of kept all that in mind and definitely wanted to streamline a little bit more of what exactly we do, what Burgh Bites is. So when we made that, a lot of times with the hot dog cart, I was switching the menu up completely, new menu every week. And for as fun as that was, and for the small amount of people that really liked that, it was not sustainable. Nor was it, I think, necessarily good for business. It was one of those things that helped me experiment and try different things and figure out who we were. But once we got the truck, we really wanted to make sure we had things that were signature to us. And that being our homemade tortilla chips, our corn mango salsa, the Rastafarian sandwich that we make, the Cuban, just honing in on a actual brand is what that quantum leap was from hot dog cart to food truck. Once we learned that and had the food truck running and we had that brand, it was much easier to transition from that into restaurant once we had an identity, So I think that was the biggest thing that was evolved along the way.
That's interesting. I've had this conversation a lot where like you might want to, you come up with what you think is like a little quirky name or whatever, but it might actually fight against you. But
Sure.
like even you telling this story makes me have to like be a smart ass and ask you this question. Has anybody hit up Brick and Mortar looking for masonry work?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I was waiting for that first call to happen. And it happened in like the first month of opening. And I actually got the pleasure of taking it. And it's just really funny that would even happen, because if you're going online and you're looking at it, it says, yeah, Brick and Mortar, but it's clearly a restaurant menu. So, but yeah, somebody called up, and it happens still today. Said, yeah, we're looking for some masonry work, blah, 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 blah. I said, honey, I got to stop you. We're a restaurant. With the name Brick and Mortar? I said, yeah, well, long story. We call our red sauce a mortar sauce, and we use brick cheese. And she's like, that's pretty confusing, honestly, to me. You might want to rethink. I said, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, maybe call back for lunch sometime. But yeah, it's happened for sure.
That's funny. Yeah, I had to ask.